Hello, I'm Logan Crawford, and this is the NFT Studio 24 YouTube channel. NFT Studio 24 is a global media platform dedicated to empowering the emerging world of decentralization, blockchain, the metaverse, NFT, and crypto by reporting on the latest and most authentic news. We interview various figures to highlight their expertise and contributions to the industry in hopes of conveying the right message to our global audience. On today's episode, we are talking to Zack Sabban, the co-founder of RLTY. RLTY is a Metaverse Event Company that builds the infrastructure of virtual events in the metaverse by providing easy-to-use tools. They partner with major festivals, artists, art fairs, exhibitions, conferences, fashion shows, luxury brands, corporate and NFT communities to produce hyper-immersive events in the metaverse. Zack Sabban deeply understands the vision behind RLTY because other than reality, he is also the co-founder and former CEO of Festicket, Event Genius, and Ticket Arena. That is quite a resume. Zack, thank you so much for joining us here today on NFT Studio 24.
Hi, guys. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Let's start out by just giving an introduction to the audience. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Zach. I'm French. I started I studied in the US, and then I started my career in investment banking, a French investment bank out of New York. Spent about 3 years, and then started my own company when I was 24. As you rightly said, my first company was Festicket, who's a major player in the music festival space, competing with the likes of Ticketmaster, C-Ticket, and all of the big guys. The company grew up quite quickly. Festicket worked with about 3,000 music festivals now, most of the major music festivals, Coachella, Tomorrowland, Ultra, Primavera Sound, and Mad Cool, etc. And with Festicket, we provide technology to festival organizers, large festival organizers, such as ticketing technology, travel technology, as well as access control and cashless technology. So I spent about 12 years in the live entertainment business, and more specifically in the music festival business. And then obviously COVID completely changed my business, and I started to really come understand the metaverse and virtual event, and obviously with Festicket, I was firsthand into the digitalization of the physical, and then from that it was a natural step toward RLTY, who's as you rightly said. So now it's my second company named RLTY, and we are a no-code platform for virtual event creators. But I will talk about this in a minute.
Absolutely. It seems like it's a natural progression in a way to go from real life events to virtual reality events, and the metaverse. It was kind of a marriage that was born in heaven, if you will, or the cyberspace, if you will. Now, you're the co-founder of RLTY. Tell us what RLTY is so our viewers can understand it a little bit better. And what's your vision behind this company?
Okay, so the vision is evolving all the time, but the main idea on our thesis is to say that the metaverse platform will matters, because the metaverse will be the only way that we will be able to reproduce meaningful human connection virtually. So we started from that idea that and again, the metaverse in general is a vision, right? It's the metaverse we're experiencing today has nothing to do with the metaverse we will experience tomorrow. So it's, as I said, it's an evolving vision. But the idea of creating meaningful human connection virtually is something quite exciting to us. And so naturally, I will say that from our point of view, live event in the metaverse give an actual purpose to the metaverse, because finally with live event, people from different countries, from different background, from different belief, from different nationalities, from different part of the world will be able to gather in a virtual space, and will have a day, time, and place to gather in a virtual environment. And I think that that is enabled by live event in the metaverse. So the vision of what we're doing is we are making live event and virtual live event in the metaverse accessible to anyone, and in a way we are helping the metaverse to become mainstream, or we are trying to contribute to to that idea. So it's very exciting, and obviously the first version of our product will launch in September, so we're very exciting about that, and we will see. We have done quite a lot of event in the meantime, and so the more we are into this topic and into deep diving into the capabilities of the metaverse, and indirectly how this influence the experience of live event in the metaverse, and the more we get exciting. So it's all good.
It's very exciting because you're kind of inventing it as you go along, and that adds to creativity. And I think that adds to the fun and the energy of this time that we're living in right now. Now, of course, the metaverse is a valuable industry, and right now, millions and millions of dollars pouring into it, invested. How does reality contribute to this developing industry?
So, look, reality is is aiming to be an important player in the virtual space, in the live event, in the virtual environment. And I think that we are trying to help to define the boundaries of the experience that people will have in the metaverse. So, couple of interesting points. Social interaction is something that we work a lot on, and how people are able to communicate and be active in a virtual space, and network, and meet a lot of people simultaneously in a virtual space is something that we feel contribute to the evolving technology. But a lot of other points about okay, how do you be proactive rather than in the past with Web 2 tools, you are largely receptive of content and videos of music, and now you become part of the experience. You become really proactive inside the virtual experience, and so those points put all together feel some great challenges and contribute to the wider ecosystem, and that's something we're excited about.
Absolutely. That immersion seems to be the key that will get people drawn into this world and make it feel very real for them. Now, on your website, you mentioned that RLTY provides easy to use tools to launch virtual events. What are those tools? How can brands or companies utilize these tools?
Okay, so obviously I'm able to use the deep experience I have in the live event in general, so physical, in order to shape the reality platform. And so the tools is made for virtual event creators first, because we are mainly a B2B product. We address the needs of virtual event creators to have an easy to use tools platform to do that. And so it's very wide. It goes from the virtual land access to a virtual 3D design of buildings and sceneries that the event organizers will use for the event. But it goes as far as experience personalization, NFTs as ticket, and access control, the distribution and sales of those tickets as well, the marketing tools associated, the in-event monetization tools that our virtual event creators will need in order to make those experiences a potential way to monetize, but also gamification options, event dashboard and analytics to understand the behaviors and how users interact inside the live event experience. So it's very wide. I will say it's a full end-to-end toolbox that an organizers of virtual event will need in order to seriously incorporate virtual event inside their core business, I would say. And that is really our main goal, is to say to organizers, you can organize physical events, and please, I always said to my organizers that the virtual space doesn't replace the physical. It's a complement to the physical. It's a different use case. But to do that and to incorporate virtual inside the core business model, they need to have access to a full end-to-end toolbox solution, and that is what we're creating with RLTY platform.
Now, there are others who are building their own metaverse, such as Decentraland and the Sandbox. However, RLTY partners with companies to showcase their brand in the virtual world. How important do you think your role is as an event organizing company?
So we made the strategic choice to be a metaverse agnostic. Okay, so we are developing tools and solutions that can easily integrate with most of the major metaverse platform out there. Okay, and so we made the choice to be, if you want, the layer before the metaverse, and distribute our event, allow our organizers to distribute our event across many different metaverse if they choose so, or even to distribute event in multiple metaverse at the same time. And I think that is a quite of a strategic choice, and in the early days of RLTY, I can see that is paying off, because we have a lot of requests from organizers that says, okay, I want my event in this category and this event in this metaverse. So it's a good positioning to build and to surf on the wave of those large players that are becoming quite important in the metaverse space. So the long story short is we are metaverse agnostic. We distribute across all metaverse platform, and we think that it's a good positioning, because we will allow organizers to have access to multiple platforms at the same time if they want to.
What are your observations on growing the metaverse industry? And do you think ordinary people right now understand the concept of metaverse?
Well, no, the answer is no. I think that company like us, but many others as well, have an important role to play in making the metaverse understood by the wider audience. And what I really like doing when I speak to some of those organizers on the phone or on video conference, I like showing them what is the metaverse, right? How easy it is to access those virtual world. And we at RLTY really think that it's very important to make the accessibility to those metaverse and those live event experiences, virtual live event experiences, very easy, very user friendly. So we develop, for example, very descriptive landing pages, Web2 landing pages, showing okay what you will have in your experience, and the different functionalities and features that we offer, and then a direct link. So it's a single URL. You click on it, it loads the virtual world, and boom, you are, through your PC desktop, immediately immersed inside this virtual world, in the same way you would be immersed in a virtual game. And I think by doing that, we are helping to make the metaverse understood by the wider audience, and so then we are empowering our organizers to actually distribute that in a simple way. And I think that is a good way to start the evangelization work that we have all to do.
What are your short-term and long-term goals for RLTY, and what are your personal goals over the next 5 years?
Okay, so look, it's because we are just getting started. The short-term goal, and I'm quite short-term there, is first of all the first version of our product MVP launching in September. That is an important milestone for us, and because this is how we are going to judge the product market fit, and how virtual event organizers are using the platform as a really truly self-service, or do they need hand-holding in the event creation process. That is a very important short-term goal. Now, our long-term ambition is really to power a large share of the virtual event business, and so we want to be the number one virtual event company and metaverse event company, and I think that if we are able to distribute a very large number of metaverse and mainly streamline the event creation process and allow organizers to have access to tools, etc., then the future will be very exciting for us, but also for the overall market, because then we will be at a point that we can start thinking about how we are going to make a metaverse event more something that users can find. So recommendation of event, for example, and features like this, which can become important in the market once we have quite a lot of event happening. So first step, launch of our MVP, and then building from that, and then becoming one of the number one metaverse event company in the world, and then I think that's a 5-year roadmap here. That is
Interesting. Well, you've got an exciting company and lots of energy and lots of vision, so I'm sure you will get there.
Thank you.
This is a part of our show that we do rapid fire questions. So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. You can just get to your responses quickly and have some fun with this. So what are your predictions on the metaverse in 2023?
Well, I think the metaverse market will continue to grow. I see the first generation of mainstream, I will say, because for the moment, Oculus and other hardware are not really yet mainstream, but mainstream hardwares are coming into the market. The important move will be how we connect those virtual world to the hardwares. So I will say, really a continue growing path, but not yet mainstream. I will see the real mainstream or starting to become mainstream in 2024.
Do you think Metaverse will boost cryptocurrency prices in the coming months?
No.
What are your predictions on Ethereum prices for 2023?
Well, I think it will bounce back, and I think we might reach the $4,000 mark.
What will the metaverse look like in the year 2040?
Wow. Maybe Ready Player One?
Absolutely. Now, do you think metaverse will rise after crypto prices pick up?
Yes, because more investment in the market, definitely.
Absolutely. Now, this is our final question for today. You can take your time in answering it. You're an inspiring entrepreneur, obviously, in the Web3 and metaverse space. What message would you like to give to our viewers here at NFT Studio 24, Web3 developers, stakeholders, and aspiring NFT artists?
So what I'm a Web2 guys, and freshly embarking in the Web3 space. But what I can tell you in the past year or so, that I'm intense into Web3. I have been shocked by how Web3 is really inclusive, right? And I think that the Web3 companies and builders and artists and developers that are in this market needs to understand that it's a common goal that we all have as an industry to make it mainstream, and so working together is definitely something that most of the Web3 players understand. So my advice is continue building, exploring the boundaries of this new technology that is absolutely limitless and borderless. So building together and continue being excited by this how this technology unfold, I will say.
It is exciting. There are no boundaries. Zack Sabban, co-founder of RLTY, thank you for joining us here today on NFT Studio 24.
Thank you for having me.
Great speaking with you. And for our viewers at home, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exclusive content. I'm Logan Crawford for NFT Studio 24.